Come, let us practice Tantric Chanting to help us meditate like a Jedi. Going to tap button 9, get the show on the road. Now, this homage to the 21 Taras was allegedly composed by Shakyamuni Buddha, translated by Ani Tubtum Chodron, and adapted and amplified by yours truly, but I want to add something here inspired by. So, inspired by the personal practice of, now I gotta check another page or something because I don't spell so well sometimes. Let's go over here. Okay. Gyal say. Bug. Okay, come on now. Gyalse Hokme Zongpo. Let me just double check the spelling. Gyalse Tokme Zokpo. Wrong one. Let's go over here. Okay. Okay, let's add that to the dictionary, and let's add that to the dictionary. And there we go. Let's see if it fits on the page, and it doesn't. So I'm going to go like this and try again. Cowabunga. Well, it's getting roasty toasty here in Southern California. So quick like a bunny, I'm going to start charging my smartphone. Oi! Okay, enough of the cowabungas, let's move forward. So, it was said that the great Tibetan saint, Gyaltse Tokme Zongpo, every day recited the homage to the 21 Taras 21 times, bowed 108 times, recited mantra 108 times. I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to experiment with that today and see how that pans out. Let's see. Here we go. So, let's see. Let's go over here real quick. And go over here. O Majadare, swift and fearless with us like a flash of lightning. Lord is born in an ocean of tears of Chenre's victory world's protector. O Majadare, swift and fearless with us like a flash of lightning. Lord is born in an ocean of tears of Chenre's victory world's protector. O Majutade, swift and fearless with us like a flash of lightning. Lord is born in an ocean of tears of Chenre's victory world's protector. O Majutade, swift and fearless with us like a flash of lightning. Lord is born in an ocean of tears of Chenre's victory world's protector. Amashitari, swift and fearless, with eyes like a flash of lightning. Lotus born in an ocean of tears of Chenrezig, three worlds protector. Amashitari, swift and fearless, with eyes like a flash of lightning. Lotus born in an ocean of tears of Chenrezig, three worlds protector. Amashitari, swift and fearless, with eyes like a flash of lightning. Lotus born in an ocean of tears of Chenrezig, three worlds protector. If Tadi is an archetype, the dynamic wisdom and kindness latent within each of us, then it is often born from empathy, feeling others' sorrow as our own. To my friends on the Clock app, you are welcome to join me on the Tube app, where you'll be able to chant along with me with the greatest of ease. If you see the text and my funny face, you're in the right place, bucko. Homage to you, whose face is like 100 autumn moons gathered, and blazes with the dazzling light of 1,000 constellations. Homage to you, whose face is like 100 autumn moons gathered, and blazes with the dazzling light of 1,000 constellations. Homage to you, whose face is like 100 autumn moons gathered, and blazes with the dazzling light of 1,000 constellations. Homage to you, whose face is like 100 autumn moons gathered, and blazes with the dazzling light of 1,000 constellations. Homage to you, whose face is like 100 autumn moons gathered, and blazes with the dazzling light of 1,000 constellations. Homage to you, whose face is like 100 autumn moons gathered, and blazes with the dazzling light of 1,000 constellations. Homage to you, whose face is like 100 autumn moons gathered, and blazes with the dazzling light of 1,000 constellations. It is love that makes us beautiful and radiant. And it is mindfulness and meditation that connect us to the highest love, which is spontaneous and uncontrived. Homage to you, born from a golden lotus and adorned with a lotus flower, essence of giving, non-violence, patience, and mindfulness and wisdom. Homage to you, born from a gold blue lotus and adorned with a lotus flower, essence of giving, non-violence, patience, zeal, mindfulness, and wisdom. Homage to you, born from a gold blue lotus and adorned with a lotus flower, essence of giving, non-violence, patience, zeal, mindfulness, and wisdom. Homage to you, born from a gold blue lotus and adorned with a lotus flower, essence of giving, non-violence, patience, and mindfulness, and wisdom. Homage to you, born from a gold blue lotus and adorned with a lotus flower, essence of giving, non-violence, patience, and mindfulness, and wisdom. Homage to you, born from a gold blue lotus and adorned with a lotus flower, essence of giving, non-violence, patience, and mindfulness, and wisdom. Homage to you, born from a gold blue lotus and adorned with a lotus flower, essence of giving, non-violence, patience, and mindfulness, and wisdom. It is great to feel love. But how are we to know what the kind thing is to do, how to do it, when to do it, and for how long to do it? Simple. The more time we spend in authentic mindfulness and meditation, the more our choices and utterances and deeds will flow from, not from contrived calculations, nor from wild scatteredness, but instead from love's deeply centered spontaneity, that some people call Wu Wei, and that the Buddha referred to as effortless effort. Homage to you who crown all Buddhists whose actions so do without limit. Attain to every perfection on you the Bodhisattvas rely. Upon what do the beings who are defined by enlightenment rely? Upon dynamic kindness and wisdom. Homage to you who crown all Buddhas whose actions so do without limit. Attain to every perfection on you the Bodhisattvas rely. Homage to you who crown all Buddhas whose actions so do without limit. Attain to every perfection on you the Bodhisattvas rely. Homage to you who crown all Buddhas whose actions subdue without limit. Attain to every perfection on you the Bodhisattvas rely. Oops, let's try that again. Homage to you who crown all Buddhas whose actions subdue without limit. Attain to every perfection on you the Bodhisattvas rely. Homage to you who crown all Buddhas whose actions subdue without limit. Attain to every perfection on you the Bodhisattvas rely. Homage to you who crown all Buddhas whose actions subdue without limit. Attain to every perfection on you the Bodhisattvas rely. Homage to you whose Chitare in whom fill the realms of desire for man's space. You crush 7 worlds beneath your feet and have power to call all forces. One moment. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Ooh, this is really small. That's what she said. Do, 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 do. All right. Regardless of that which we experience as the desire or the form or the space, regardless of what we perceive as we breathe in, we are able to transcend it simply by cooperating with our sympathetic nervous system as we relax into our exhalation. Homage to you whose Chitare who fill the realms of desire for man's space. You crush 7 worlds beneath your feet and have power to call all forces. Homage to you whose Chitare who fill the realms of desire for man's space. You crush 7 worlds beneath your feet and have power to call all forces. Homage to you whose Chitare who fill the realms of desire for man's space. You crush 7 worlds beneath your feet and have power to call all forces. Homage to you whose Chitare who fill the realms of desire for man's space. You crush 7 worlds beneath your feet and have power to call all forces. Now let me to add something to this. Regardless of what hate, greed, confusion, fear, jealousy, and pride you encounter as we breathe in, we are safe from mindlessly becoming its marionette simply by relaxing into our exhalation. Homage to you whose Chitare who fill the realms of desire for man's space. You crush 7 worlds beneath your feet and have power to call all forces. Homage to you whose Chitare who fill the realms of desire for man's space. You crush 7 worlds beneath your feet and have power to call all forces. Homage you adored by Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayu, and Ishvara, praised and sung by hosts of spirits, zombies, antitas, and yakshas. Homage you adored by Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayu, and Ishvara, praised and sung by hosts of spirits, zombies, antitas, and yakshas. Homage you adored by Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayu, and Ishvara. Oopsie, wrong button. Praised and sung by hosts of spirits, zombies, antitas, and yakshas. The centered and spontaneous power of dynamic kindness and love is respected by all the goodies and all the baddies. Homage you adored by Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayu, and Ishvara, praised and sung by hosts of spirits, zombies, antitas, and yakshas. Homage you adored by Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayu, and Ishvara, praised and sung by hosts of spirits, zombies, antitas, and yakshas. Homage you adored by Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayu, and Ishvara, praised and sung by hosts of spirits, zombies, antitas, and yakshas. Homage you adored by Indra, Agni, Brahma, Vayu, and Ishvara, praised and sung by hosts of spirits, zombies, antitas, and yakshas. Homage you whose tray and pay destroy external wheels of magic, right leg drawn in and left extended, you blaze within a raging fire. Homage you whose tray and pay destroy external wheels of magic, right leg drawn in and left extended, you blaze within a raging fire. Homage you whose tray and pay destroy external wheels of magic, right leg drawn in and left extended, you blaze within a raging fire. Homage you whose tray and pay destroy external wheels of magic, right leg drawn in and left extended, you blaze within a raging fire. Back in the 80s, there was a song by X whose refrain saying, I must not think bad thoughts, which is folly. It's like me asking you not to think of red, not to think of the red of a bulbous nose of a clown, not to think of the red of a fire engine, not to think of the red of the meat of a watermelon. Impossible. And even if it was possible, it would be an indulgence of our rigidity and controlling tendencies, which is antithetical to the path of being flexible, loving, rational, laid-back, egalitarian, lucid, cooperative, kind. So here's this thing to roll around the tongue of your mind. As we relax into our exhalation, whatever hate we might have felt during our previous inhalation is transmuted into mirror-like wisdom. We have evolved to experience dynamic, violent emotions when we are in peril. Feeling those emotions are neither an indictment nor an acquittal. The question is not, what do we feel? The question is, will we use the universal antidote of mindfulness and meditation spontaneously, habitually, easily, and effectively? We're going to take a break from chanting. As we breathe in, let us silently and mentally recite the verb watch. As we exhale, let us silently and mentally recite the verb rest. And as such, let us watch the antics of mind relax into its fleetingly non-graspable nature. So what we could do right now is place the tip of our left thumb upon the lowest set of creases of its left little finger to keep track of our first collection of our first set of 16 inhalations. We shall count those 16 inhalations by touching our right thumb to the creases and tips of its fingers. Let's do this together. Having counted 16 inhalations, our thumb can now ascend to its little finger's second set of creases. Now, let us simultaneously use the tip of that little finger, palms up, to support the great knuckle at the base of our right little finger. As we count another 3 sets of 16 inhalations. Excuse me. Let's go over here real quick. What does they say in French? Tout de suite. Excuse me. Almost you whose today destroys her great fears and mighty demons. With a wrathful frown on your lotus face, you slay all foes without exception. Almost you whose today destroys her great fears and mighty demons. With a wrathful frown on your lotus face, you slay all foes without exception. Almost you whose today destroys her great fears and mighty demons. With a wrathful frown on your lotus face, you slay your foes without exception. Almost you whose today destroys her great fears and mighty demons. With a wrathful frown on your lotus face, you slay your foes without exception. So, what's going on here? Don't make the mistake I did, and that many people make, of lying to ourselves about what we feel. Be honest with what you feel. The way to transcend what we feel is first to acknowledge it, even wordlessly, without worrying about using an appropriate label. Just viscerally recognizing something as we breathe in, and relaxing in harmony with our exhalation, in harmony with our sympathetic nervous system as we breathe out. Almost you whose today destroys the great fears of mighty demons. With a wrathful frown on your lotus face, you slay your foes without exception. Almost you whose today destroys the great fears of mighty demons. With a wrathful frown on your lotus face, you slay your foes without exception. Almost you whose today destroys the great fears of mighty demons. With a wrathful frown on your lotus face, you slay your foes without exception. Almost you beautifully adorned by the three jewels gesture at your heart. You will shine in all directions with a whirling mass of light. Almost you beautifully adorned by the three jewels gesture at your heart. You will shine in all directions with a whirling mass of light. Almost you beautifully adorned by the three jewels gesture at your heart. You will shine in all directions with a whirling mass of light. Almost you beautifully adorned by the three jewels gesture at your heart. You will shine in all directions with a whirling mass of light. The three wish-fulfilling jewels, or a metaphor for the benefits, for the ability to help others that is generated by our following of the Buddha's example, applying of the Buddha's instructions, and cooperating with the Buddha's students, direct or indirect. Almost you beautifully adorned by the three jewels gesture at your heart. You will shine in all directions with a whirling mass of light. Almost you beautifully adorned by the three jewels gesture at your heart. You will shine in all directions with a whirling mass of light. Almost you beautifully adorned by the three jewels gesture at your heart. You will shine in all directions with a whirling mass of light. I'll measure you radiant and joyful, whose crowning amidst a garden of light. You by the laughter of 22dec conquer demons and lords of the world. I'll measure you radiant and joyful, whose crowning amidst a garden of light. You by the laughter of 22dec conquer demons and lords of the world. I'll measure you radiant and joyful, whose crowning amidst a garden of light. You by the laughter of 22dec conquer demons and lords of the world. I'll measure you radiant and joyful, whose crowning amidst a garland of light. You by the laughter of 22dec conquer demons and lords of the world. The fourth enlightenment factor is joy. Not a contrived joy, not an analog of joy, generated by slapping a smile upon the corners of our lips, the apples of our cheeks, or the crow's feet of our eyes. Au contraire, the joy that enlightens us is the spontaneous and effortless byproduct of the authentic practice of mindfully cooperating with our sympathetic nervous system as we breathe in, and relaxingly cooperating with our parasympathetic nervous system as we breathe out. I'll measure you radiant and joyful, whose crowning amidst a garland of light. You by the laughter of 22dec conquer demons and lords of the world. I'll measure you radiant and joyful, whose crowning amidst a garland of light. You by the laughter of 22dec conquer demons and lords of the world. I'll measure you radiant and joyful, whose crowning amidst a garland of light. You by the laughter of 22dec conquer demons and lords of the world. I'll measure you with power to invoke the assembly of local protectors, with your fist round and vibrating, whom you bring freedom from all poverty. I'll measure you with power to invoke the assembly of local protectors, with your fist round and vibrating, whom you bring freedom from all poverty. I'll measure you with power to invoke the assembly of local protectors, with your fist round and vibrating, whom you bring freedom from all poverty. I'll measure you with power to invoke the assembly of local protectors, with your fist round and vibrating, whom you bring freedom from all poverty. Mother Teresa is said to have explained that she cared more for people's souls than their bodies. And if she felt that increasing someone's physical sufferings or allowing someone's physical sufferings to increase through action brought them closer to God, then she was A-okay with that. I don't have the intestinal fortitude for that. A wise man said a little more than a century ago, to each as they need, to each according to their need, from each according to their ability. The only way for humanity to be happy is to move away from the cruel competitive paradigm and towards the kind cooperative pattern. I'll measure you with power to invoke the assembly of local protectors, with your fist round and vibrating, whom you bring freedom from all poverty. I'll measure you with power to invoke the assembly of local protectors, with your fist round and vibrating, whom you bring freedom from all poverty. I'll measure you with power to invoke the assembly of local protectors, with your fist round and vibrating, whom you bring freedom from all poverty. I'll measure you with crescent moon crown all your adornments. I'll measure you with crescent moon crown all your adornments dazzling bright. From your head on Amitabha shines eternal with great beams of light. One moment, let's see here. Let's hit a opening parentheses. I'll measure you with crescent moon crown all your adornments dazzling bright. From your head on Amitabha shines eternal with great beams of light. I'll measure you with crescent moon crown all your adornments dazzling bright. From your head on Amitabha shines eternal with great beams of light. I'll measure you with crescent moon crown all your adornments dazzling bright. From your head on Amitabha shines eternal with great beams of light. One of the easiest ways for us to practice the Anu Yoga, or the completion stage practice of allowing our energy to coalesce at the crown of our head, is to invite our teacher, real or imagined, to sit there in his or her aspect of light, the size perhaps of a mustard seed or a pea. I'll measure you with crescent moon crown all your adornments dazzling bright. From your head on Amitabha shines eternal with great beams of light. I'll measure you with crescent moon crown all your adornments dazzling bright. From your head on Amitabha shines eternal with great beams of light. I'll measure you with crescent moon crown all your adornments dazzling bright. From your head on Amitabha shines eternal with great beams of light. I'll measure you who dwell in a blazing wreath like the fire at the end of this age. Oh, you know what? Look at that. Okay. I'll measure you who dwell in a blazing wreath like the fire at the end of this age. Your right leg outstretched and left arm in joy surrounds you who defeat hosts of foes. I'll measure you who dwell in a blazing wreath like the fire at the end of this age. Your right leg outstretched and left arm in joy surrounds you who defeat hosts of foes. I'll measure you who's dwelled in a blazing wreath like the fire at the end of this age. Your right leg outstretched and left arm in joy surrounds you who defeat hosts of foes. I'll measure you who dwell in a blazing wreath like the fire at the end of this age. Your right leg and left arm in Your right leg outstretched and left arm and joint around Zuhudi Vidhosavas. Whether our foes are literal or figurative, corporeal or intangible, by practicing mindfulness and meditation in such a manner that our choices, utterances, and deeds flow from love's deeply centered spontaneity, everything could work out amazingly well, to the befuddlement of those who might observe you uncomprehendingly. So do not be surprised when our actions are not given the benefit of the doubt and are not necessarily lauded by our fellows. Homage you, and by the way, if you wish to chant with me, you can join me right here. That way you can actually see the text. Homage you who dwell in a blazing wreath like the fire at the end of this age. Your right leg outstretched and left arm and joint surrounds you who defeat hosts of foes. Homage you who dwell in a blazing wreath like the fire at the end of this age. Your right leg outstretched and left arm and joint surrounds you who defeat hosts of foes. Homage you who dwell in a blazing wreath like the fire at the end of this age. Your right leg outstretched and left arm and joint surrounds you who defeat hosts of foes. Homage you whose vessels the earth and palm strikes are ground by your side, with a wrathful glance on the citadel whom you subdue all in the 7 stages. Homage you whose vessels the earth and its palm strikes are ground by your side, with a wrathful glance on the citadel whom you subdue all in the 7 stages. Homage you whose footsteps the earth and its palm strikes are ground by your side, with a wrathful glance on the syllable whom you subdue all in the 7 stages. Homage you whose footsteps the earth and its palm strikes are ground by your side, with a wrathful glance on the syllable whom you subdue all in the 7 stages. This centered spontaneity not only helps us transcend our obstacles, but helps us to assist others as well from that same spontaneous and centered state of flow. Homage you whose footsteps the earth and its palm strikes are grown by your side, with a wrathful glance on the suitable whom you subdue all in the 7 stages. Homage you whose footsteps the earth and its palm strikes are ground by your side, with a wrathful glance on the syllable whom you subdue all in the 7 stages. Homage you whose footsteps the earth and its palm strikes are ground by your side, with a wrathful glance on the syllable whom you subdue all in the 7 stages. Please bear with me for a moment. Let's practice the second set of awareness and letting go, that is meditating like a Jedi, the seventh and eighth folds of the Buddha's Eightfold Path. As we feel air enter our nostrils, may we silently and mentally recite the verb watch. As we feel air exit our nostrils, may we silently and mentally recite the verb rest. One moment. Let us rest the tip of our left thumb upon the first set of creases at the bottom of our left index finger. To help us keep track of our first set of 16 inhalations, which we shall now count on our right hand together. Remember, we're watching vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly. We have no agenda. We're just enjoying the ride. For it is a mistake to confuse Sutra Mahamudra or Ati Yoga with the foolish endeavors of active concentration or active contemplation. Having completed our first set of 16 inhalations, we can now advance our left thumb up to its index finger's second set of creases. And now you know the basic process. As we continue counting an additional 3 sets of 16 inhalations, let us place our hands palms up, and upon the tip of our left index finger, support the great knuckle at the base of our right index finger. Homage, the blissful virtue is peaceful, one object of practice, nirvana's peace, perfectly endowed with so one, overcoming all the great evils. Homage, the blissful virtue is peaceful, one object of practice, nirvana's peace, perfectly endowed with so one, overcoming all the great evils. Homage, the virtuous, peaceful, one object of practice, nirvana's peace, perfectly endowed with so on, overcoming all the great evils. Homage, the blissful, virtuous, peaceful, one object of practice, nirvana's peace, perfectly endowed with so on, overcoming all the great evils. The purpose of Dharma practice is not to become masters of manifestation. It's not to ward off demons. It is to practice the liberation the Buddha taught us, which should not be confused with patriarchy's lie that enlightenment is freedom from the presence of dread and desire and all the rest, but rather the nuanced definition that enlightenment or liberation or cessation is freedom from the tyranny of our dreads, desires, and the like. Homage, the blissful virtuous, peaceful, one object of practice, nirvana's peace, perfectly endowed with so on, overcoming all the great evils. Homage, the blissful virtuous, peaceful, one object of practice, nirvana's peace, perfectly endowed with so on, overcoming all the great evils. Homage, the blissful virtuous, peaceful, one object of practice, nirvana's peace, perfectly endowed with so on, overcoming all the great evils. Homage, the blissful, virtuous, peaceful, one object of practice, nirvana's peace, perfectly endowed with so one, overcoming all the great evils. Homage, you and joyous retinue, you subdue fully all enemies' forms. The ten-syllable mantra adorns your heart and your knowledge whom gives liberation. Homage, you and joyous retinue, you subdue fully all enemies' forms. The ten-syllable mantra adorns your heart and your knowledge whom gives liberation. Homage, you and joyous retinue, you subdue fully all enemies' forms. The ten-syllable mantra adorns your heart and your knowledge whom gives liberation. Homage, you and joyous retinue, you subdue fully all enemies' forms. The ten-syllable mantra adorns your heart and your knowledge whom gives liberation. Liberation comes not through magic, not through blessing, but through cooperating with our own autonomic nervous system in harmony with our breathing. Homage you with joyous retinue, you so do fully all enemies' forms. The inseparable mantra does your heart and your knowledge whom gives liberation. Homage you with joyous retinue, you so do fully all enemies' forms. The inseparable mantra does your heart and your knowledge whom gives liberation. Homage you with joyous retinue, you so do fully all enemies' forms. The inseparable mantra does your heart and your knowledge whom gives liberation. Oopsie, let's continue. Homage with stomping feet whose essences as seats in a moon. You cause me to mandara vinjin, all three bulls to tremble and shake. Homage with stomping feet whose essences as seats in a boom. You cause me to mandara and vinjin, all three bulls to tremble and shake. Homage with stomping feet whose essences that seats in a bull whom you cause me to mandara vinja and all the three bulls to tremble and shake. Homage with stomping feet whose essences that seats in a bull whom you cause me to mandara and vinja and all the three bulls to tremble and shake. Homage with stomping feet whose essences that seats in a bull you cause me to mandara and vinja and all the three bulls to tremble and shake. Homage with stomping feet whose essences that seats in a bull you cause me to mandara and vinja and all the three bulls to tremble and shake. Homage with stomping feet whose essences that seats in a bull you cause me to mandara and vinja and all the three bulls to tremble and shake. Homage you who hold in your hand a moon like a celestial lake. Sing Tade twice and the syllable pay you to spell all poisons without exception. Homage you who hold in your hand a moon like a celestial lake. Sing Tade twice in the syllable, pay you dispel all poisons without exception. Homage you who hold in your hand a moon like a celestial lake. Saying Tade twice in the syllable, pay you dispel all poisons without exception. Homage you who hold in your hand a moon like a celestial lake. Sing Tade twice in the syllable, may you dispel all poisons without exception. Homage you who hold in your hand a moon like a celestial lake. Sing Tade twice in the syllable, may you dispel all poisons without exception. Homage you who hold in your hand a moon like a celestial lake. Saying Tade twice in the syllable, may you dispel all poisons without exception. Homage you who hold in your hand a moon like a celestial lake. Saying Tade twice in the syllable, may you dispel all poisons without exception. Homage you who hold in your hand a moon like a celestial lake. Saying Tade twice in the syllable, may you dispel all poisons without exception. Homage you on whom the kings of gods are gods themselves and all spirits rely. Your alma radiates joy to all youth with conflicts and nightmares as well. Homage you on whom the kings of gods are gods themselves and all spirits rely. Your alma radiates joy to all youth with conflicts and nightmares as well. Homage you on whom the kings of gods are gods themselves and all spirits rely. Your alma radiates joy to all youth with conflicts and nightmares as well. Homage you on whom the kings of gods are gods themselves and all spirits rely. Your alma radiates joy to all youth with conflicts and nightmares as well. Homage you on whom the kings of gods are gods themselves and all spirits rely. Your armor radiates joy to all youth with conflicts and nightmares as well. Homage you on whom the kings of gods are gods themselves and all spirits rely. Your armor radiates joy to all youth with conflicts and nightmares as well. Homage you on whom the kings of gods are gods themselves and all spirits rely. Your armor radiates joy to all youth with conflicts and nightmares as well. Thank you for your patience as busily I edited. Edited. Edit in the past tense is difficult to pronounce, is it not? Homage to you who sounds like the sun and moon radiate with brilliant light, uttering hot advice and to dot it dispels extremely fearsome plagues. Homage to you whose eyes like the sun and moon radiate with pure brilliant light, uttering hot advice and to dot it dispels extremely fearsome plagues. Homage to you whose eyes like the sun and moon radiate with brilliant light, uttering hot advice and to dot it dispels extremely fearsome plagues. Homage to you whose eyes like the sun and moon radiate with pure brilliant light, uttering hot advice and to dot it dispels extremely fearsome plagues. Homage to you whose eyes like the sun and moon radiate with pure brilliant light, uttering hot advice and to dot it dispels extremely fearsome plagues. Homage to you whose eyes like the sun and moon radiate with pure brilliant light, uttering hot advice and to dot it dispels extremely fearsome plagues. Homage to you whose eyes like the sun and moon radiate with pure brilliant light, uttering hot advice and to dot it dispels extremely fearsome plagues. Homage to you adorned with three natures perfectly endowed with peaceful strength. You destroy demons, zombies, and yakshas, Uture most exalted and sublime. Homage to you adorned with three natures perfectly endowed with peaceful strength. You destroy demons, zombies, and yakshas, Uture most exalted and sublime. Homage to you adorned with three natures perfectly endowed with peaceful strength. You destroy demons, zombies, and yakshas, Uture most exalted and sublime. Homage to you adorned with three natures perfectly endowed with peaceful strength. You destroy demons, zombies, and yakshas, Uture most exalted and sublime. Homage to you adorned with three natures perfectly endowed with peaceful strength. You destroy demons, zombies, and yakshas, Uture most exalted and sublime. Homage to you adorned with three natures perfectly endowed with peaceful strength. You destroy demons, zombies, and yakshas, Uture most exalted and sublime. Homage to you adorned with three natures perfectly endowed with peaceful strength. You destroy demons, zombies, and yakshas, Uture most exalted and sublime. Whoops, let's try that again. As we breathe in, let us silently and mentally recite the verb watch. As we breathe out, let us silently and mentally recite the verb rest. Doing so, we can find that we are vulnerably, passively, viscerally, randomly, and fleetingly watching the antics of mind and resting into its non-graspable nature. For this set, again, let us use the tip of our left index finger to support the great knuckle at the base of our right index finger, palms up in our lap. In our compassion may we long to free all beings from the toxic tyranny of ever, hating, craving, and clinging, metaphorically known as the three mental poisons. In our pragmatism may our liberation of all others be fueled by the three wish-fulfilling jewels of following the Buddha's example, applying his instructions, and cooperating with his students. Having sat for the better part of 90 minutes, let us practice refreshing Tibetan squat thrusts while conversationally reciting the 8-syllable synopsis of the past 2 pages. May we free all through the 3 jewels. I do not try to practice this superstitiously, but pragmatically, because just sitting can be hard on the body. So unlike this morning, I would like to remember to move the smartphone. May we all through the 3 jewels. Whew. May we free all through the 3 jewels. Whew. May we free all through the 3 jewels. And it could be fun to practice rowing. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's see. We have taken our first step into a much larger world. If you feel that I have earned it, you could give this live stream a thumbs up. You could even help support this channel. In approximately 6.5 hours, I take that back, in about 2.5 hours, I would very much like to return to lead today's third Tantric Chanting to help us meditate like a Jedi. And if you are as geeky as me, may the Force be with you always.